right, guys, let's get this thing rocking. Okay, so consumer confidence coming in higher than expected. You should see some sort of bearish movement here. I mean, bullish movement. If this is worse than expected here, if this is under 94, then we should see some sort of bullish movement. If it's higher than 94, it should be bearish. Jolt's job openings, worse than expected. You want bad economic news because it's going to push markets up. So anything worse than expected, you should see markets head to the upside. So this is bullish news. This is bearish news here at 10 a.m. Let's look at how Dixie's reacted to all this. We're still in order flow, but bearish, right? Okay, so what I'm looking at here is Dixie being bearish, markets being mostly bullish here. This is an internal buy zone here, so what I'm looking for is still some bearish movement here, which means that I'm probably going to be more bullish on SPX here. Just for today. I hate that. I'm gonna say, John, what do you hate? We haven't broken, so on an intraday level, so I'll break this down. In terms of, like, let's say an institutional candle, we just hit this institutional candle, but the average daily range here is very low. As you guys can see, it's only 30%. That means there's not much movement. Now we can use the sniper entry here. Even the sniper entry is not that high. Like, the range is very low. It's probably like 200 pips. So I'm somewhat cautious even wanting to trade this here, because even the average daily range, usually you have a breakout by now. Yesterday we had a breakout of the average daily range, and then a nice massive pullback, right, which was 700 pips. Today there's no breakout. There's no average daily range breakout. Because of that, this isn't really even tradable. We can try to trade it, and that's literally what I can try to tell you right now. We can scalp it. If we're going to scalp it, the only way that I would look for any type of scalp, anything close to a scalp, would be an internal sell here. That's kind of what I would want to look for, nothing else. And even potentially, we could say I'd look for a buy. Maybe here. Internal buy. Maybe there. But there's nothing that I would say I'm going to stick with my analysis and my thought process here and call long-term sells here. I believe that this could swipe liquidity and come to this high. This is just my opinion. This is what I'm going to do. However you guys want to react to it. I don't even want to take a scalp. I'm going to take the whole trade. This is what I'm looking at. I'm looking at markets that head to the upside, swipe liquidity, and then head downward. This right here tells me if we're still creating higher highs, we're going to move to a higher high, swipe liquidity, and then move downward. So I do believe that price is going to move higher. I do believe that. And I think it'll swipe liquidity and then come down. So that's kind of what I'm looking for. I'm going to put this in the chat box here. SPX, trade idea. First, then a sell-off. Okay, I just put that in the chat here. Let's look at this here. Let's look at US 30. Yeah, US 30 is kind of in a very similar boat here. I'm looking at a pullback most likely, and then a run to the upside here. The average daily range is very low, so you're going to see more momentum probably come in the next hour or so. US 30 looks like easier to trade, to be honest. Lots of swipes of liquidity, though. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Like, no clean structure here that I even like. One thing I would say is a potential buy around here. It's the closest thing I can give you guys to, like, real area here that hasn't been. This area has been mitigated. 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 Same with this area here. So that would be the only area I would look for some sort of buy. This area here has already been mitigated. We talked about that. Price moving higher. So this is kind of where I would look for a buy zone here with US 30. Let's look at NOS real quick. NOS looks like it broke structure here. So it looks like it's going to head higher. Just like SPX. SPX does look like it's going to move a little bit higher here too. And then probably sell off. Bullish buys here for US NOS. It's likely be careful with that swipe of liquidity here that's going to happen here at 10 a.m. News is going to hit at 10 a.m. and everything is going to be shaky. Let's look at 10-year yields are now rising. Just like we talked about here earlier. Okay, let's look at gold. Wow, gold is still selling off today. We're waiting for that weekly candle like I talked about. Right? As long as we don't break that structural zone on the weekly, this thing might be the buy of the century here. Right now, the way I'm going to play gold, particularly, is for some buys. We'll go for some buys. It might be some dangerous buys. Well, this is my sell zone here. In a quick scalp, I'll put that right here. This is what I'm looking at with gold. Quick scalp. If nothing, it could be something. Very quick. Only reason I'm looking at it is this specific zone. A quick run to the upside. That's all I'm looking at, guys. This is what I'm looking at for gold. It's a 1 to 4. Very, very quick scalp. Might dump. I will let you guys know exactly what I'm taking. Just be cautious. 10 a.m. is coming soon here, so curious to see how this will react, particularly here in this zone. I want to see the reaction here, guys. Quick scalp. That's what I'm looking for with gold. Oil has almost returned to its previous zone. Still getting close to filling that gap here. Yeah, this is yeah, this is a continued sell-off here. See that? Probably to fill in the gap of the low is what you're gonna see. Let's look at USD CAD. Build, mitigated, 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 mitigated. I'm looking at buys for USD CAD here soon. I'm just waiting to see if this thing is going to create a higher high, and it hasn't. So that has me a little bit concerned, I'm not gonna lie. But this is kind of what I'm looking at with USD CAD for the next buy. Again, usually summer months aren't like as, how would I say it, like I haven't checked on some other Forex pairs here. As we continue this descent, BTC continues to sell off. I continue to be in profit here, which is amazing. I want to see another, we can get another push here, just like I think we believe. Make another 10K here. Solid. I do believe we're gonna head downward to 43. I do believe that's possible. I do very well believe that's possible. All right, guys, so I'm gonna send you guys some of these ideas here. I do believe that SPX is gonna pop up, right? We talked about it, so let's review. Okay, but I do see a sell. particularly here around this zone. Swipe of liquidity, top off. So I'm looking for sells potentially on SPX. If not, we're going to break through and come back to these zones here. But I'm very curious to see if we're going to break that order block, right? Or just swipe liquidity here, right? So I have some sells on SPX here pending that I'm looking for. I do believe, again, though, SPX is going to run. I have it running to the upside and then potentially selling off. So we're going to see if we can catch a swing to the downside here. US 30, I have buying. NAS, I have buying here, right? Along with Russell here as well. And then with gold in particularly, I have buying up. We're looking for buys on gold. For USD CAD, we're looking for buys. And it could either come here or in this zone here particularly, right here. Internal buys, right? Okay. So USD CAD buys, and then Bitcoin, we're still in our nasty sells here for Bitcoin. All right, guys, that sums up our session here. Hopefully markets do move today. So we can see it run, and if we do, it'll be a great week here. I'm excited for this week. Again, things tend to slow down in July. Markets are kind of adjusting a little bit, but it's completely fine. We're going to trade or scalp as much as we can until markets continue to keep moving here. So appreciate you guys.